At least we left cute.
You have 10 seconds.
We left
to
looking
leave
cute.
the Big Brother house.
Never to be caught on fresh.
Kiddwaya.
What? What?
Please leave the lockdown house.
If I tell you guys that I can explain how I feel about tonight's eviction, I will be the biggest liar ever, okay? Because two people that I truly care about left the house tonight, okay? I don't know if I should even say tonight because I'm legit filming this at 12:25. For you guys that have been asking for the clock, I got back really late, so I couldn't film the video earlier. I'm sorry. And it is what it is. Prince is out. My prince is out. Anyways, baby, go and shine. Go and, show us what you've got, because we know that you have talent. We know that you have a lot. The world is not ready for you yet, okay? So that one save day. But Kiddwaya, how? I don't know. I did not see that coming. To be fair, I thought that Kiddwaya was going to make it to the top 5. But you know what? On my way back here, I was thinking about the whole thing, and I'm like, okay, Betha, think about this as a business owner now and not just as a viewer. If I'm thinking about it as a viewer, then I'll be really hot. I'll be like, why is Ozo still in that house after all the complaints we've had, after the whole Ozo is this, Ozo is that? But if I'm looking at it as a business person, as someone who is investing a huge amount of money into this, just to make sure that the show stays afloat and everything, Ozo is the better option to be left in the house. Now, I'll explain to you guys why I said that, yeah? Now, as soon as Erica was disqualified from the show, it seemed like a part of Kiddwaya was taken out, whether we like that fact or not. That's exactly what happened. And of course, every single drama Kiddwaya brought to us, one way or the other, had something to do with Erica. And since Erica is out of the house, Kiddwaya did not have a lot of drama. In fact, a lot of people started liking the guy more. We stopped seeing him as the player Kiddwaya. We started seeing him as a business-minded Kiddwaya. We started seeing him as a humble Kiddwaya. But then that's not what this show is about. This show is all about drama. And yes, Ozo and Nengi are giving us that, even if it's a very boring drama. Drama is drama in Big Brother's house, okay? There's really no way they would have kept Kiddwaya there, because again, not a lot of people were now putting votes into him and all. Even if they were spending money on the guy, it's probably from his dad and all of that. So I feel like that's actually why they took him out. Like, aside the fact that we voted and all, yes, that one said Debo, anything is possible in this country. But my point is, Ozo is a better bet, because of course Nengi is still there, and there's still going to be one, don't talk to me, or don't touch my bum bum, or don't do this one here and there somehow. And as much as a lot of us would want to argue, oh, Kiddwaya should have stayed till the final week, again, we need to understand Biggie's house, Biggie's rules. I'm pained. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I don't have ginger to do this video, but we still have to do it, okay? Now, when Prince was actually evicted, Ebuka asked him a few questions as usual, and part of the things he talked about was Dorothy, okay? Ebuka asked him what was going on between the both of them, and in his words, I love Dorothy as a sister, so there was really nothing there. They are just really good friends and all. And even before the live show started, when they were having their diary sessions, Biggie had asked Dorothy if she was going to be evicted today, who would she like to say goodbye to, and what exactly would she say to the person? And she was like, oh, I'm going to say goodbye to Prince. I want to thank him for being my friend. He's been there for me and all of that. So I don't think it's anything romantic. I just feel like they are good friends who understand one another and, spend a lot of time together, especially now that the other people that they like are probably not in the house anymore, or are probably entangled with somebody else and all of that. So guys, maybe come on eye for day. They are like brothers and sisters, even though me, I don't understand this kind of brother and sister. Anyways, when they kind of asked him what we should expect from him and everything, Prince mentioned to us that he wants to go into hosting, he wants to go into acting, he wants to go into agriculture, he also wants to open a salon. And for me, that salon is Constant K, because the guy is so good. He actually mentioned to us in the house at some point that he worked in a salon for about a year. So of course he has the experience, and you guys could see that play out during the whole Darling task. Every Sunday, Prince was either cutting somebody's hair or making someone's hair or losing someone's hair, but he was always very busy. And even when Darling announced the point at some point, he was still the highest. Now that he's out, I don't know if he's still going to emerge winner, because so far so good, he's the one with the highest points for the Darling task. Ebuka then went on to ask him about Tolani Badge, and he was like, yes, I know Tolani Badge and I have to talk. In fact, we have scores to settle, but I feel like she has to say some things to me first. And that's totally understandable, because you were in the house, you and the guy were having issues, and then after a while you were not having a thing for Neo. You know, of course she has to explain all of that part, because of course he doesn't get it. Everything he knows about that incident came from Ebuka, and you know, it was just because Ebuka asked some of the housemates questions. So obviously Tolani needs to speak for herself and just explain what happened. If they're going to work, good and fine. If not, owe you to your temples. But guys, let me know, do you think Prince and Tolani Badge can actually work outside of the house? Personally, I don't think so, because they are two different people. Judging from the things Tolani Badge said on the day she left the house, you know, that she's not really patient and all of that. And Prince is someone who you need to be patient with if you have to actually have anything to do with him. So I don't think so. I really don't think. Moving on from that, yeah, before Kiddwaya was actually evicted, Ebuka asked him what exactly it was between him and Nengi. And in his words, I have said this over and over again, nothing is going on between me and Nengi. We have similar personalities. I'll say it again. We are just friends. I like her. She's a cool person. She's a cool girl. I like her vibe and everything. But that's it. I'm not attracted to her in any way.
People are going to think what they want to think. But if I have to say it again, me and Nengi have nothing. So it is what it is. But she's a cool chick. I like her.
Also, can you rest now? Can you really rest? Because clearly they know they follow you drag your babe, okay? Now at the point when he was finally evicted and was having a chat with Ebuka asked him about Erica, and guys, what he said about Erica just made me smile. In his words, when I'm with Erica, I feel safe. I was like, wow, like that's really deep, okay? And he knows for sure that she has his back truly, and that now that he's out, obviously he's going to reach out to her, but that right now he doesn't know if they're going to get into a relationship or if they're just going to remain friends. But either ways, he's definitely going to reach out to Erica. I know that this guy really likes Erica, but I'm just really waiting to see how things pan out between the both of them, because you know, being in that house, you feel one thing, when you come out, reality sets in and you know that, oh, I'm not really compatible with this person, or you know, this person doesn't really vibe the way I want and all of that. So I'm just going to be on the lookout. I don't want to be a killjoy. If they work out, good and fine. If not, you know, everybody go do alright last. Guys, you know how Ebuka shows the evicted housemates, the people that nominated them and all of that. Of course, for Prince, he wasn't really surprised. He was like, well, from the beginning, they've been telling me that I'm a competition. So, you know, them voting me out didn't really come as a surprise. And the outfit Prince wore today is something he has never worn before. The guy was looking too good, and he brought out his OP. I don't know what they call that thing. You know, that staff thing that he was holding. Since he got into Biggie's house, he has never brought it out, but he said he had a feeling that something like this was going to happen, hence why he actually brought that out. So for him, it wasn't a surprise, you know. But for Kiddwaya, he was actually shocked. Tricky T voted him out, the same Tricky T that he was telling yesterday that, okay, we are going to do music together, I'm going to sponsor you. Guys, a lot of people on Twitter were just like, Tricky T, just forget this whole thing where you talk with Kiddwaya, because he not going to help you again, because you don't stab him for back, you can't hug him. Immediately they announced that Kiddwaya was evicted, Tricky T was the first person to hug him. So it's almost like the Judas Iscariot type of kiss, but this time around a hug, you know. So I don't know, guys, do you think that Kiddwaya is actually going to cancel the plan he had with Tricky T? Because of course I told you guys in the other video that he planned to work with Tricky T, V and Lekon in terms of music and all. Do you think that that's still going to happen, or because Tricky T nominated him, the whole deal don't cancel? Just let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, okay? Of course, Ebuka asked also questions about Nengi and how he proposed to her, you know, because he told her, oh, you are the woman of my life, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, blah 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 blah. Ebuka asked him, what's up, what exactly is going on between you and Nengi? And you know, this whole conversation you guys had, what was her response to your subtle proposal? And in Ozo's words, it's the same old thing. You know, I understand her situationship outside, and we came to a final conclusion yesterday that, you know, we're just going to play the game and focus on the game, blah 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 blah. Ebuka now asked Nengi, do you think that this conversation you had with Ozo, do you think that it actually holds water and everything? And Nengi was like, for her, yeah, she has said what she had to say to Ozo, but she just doesn't know if he's going to listen and if he's going to keep to what they said. Because for her, she has noticed that Ozo is that person that once he wants something, he goes for it regardless of what anybody else has to say. So she doesn't really know if he's going to back down and all. But like I said, can't be bothered, okay? Any way they want to do, make them do. I don't say Nengi no dey interested. Nengi is not interested. The girl just did they whine everybody, and this boy said also just the whine himself, because he just dey wasting time as far as I'm concerned. But like I said, they go to that house, they give us drama when we no ask for. Now waiting biggie they cost be that. So a big yes. Guys, to be honest, Ebuka asked a few questions here and there. He asked Tricky T why he actually chose Lekon as his deputy, and he was like, well, he knows that out of the other housemates remaining, if they had the opportunity of choosing the deputy, they definitely would not choose him, and that he's not upset about it because he understands that the kind of relationship he has with them is not that deep. So he decided to go for Lekon. And guys, Tricky T won't call it proud before the eviction show. Baba tie towel because they know they go. Normally, if I don't dress well, kaku can't tie bandana for head, but today just tie towel, wear t-shirt, they proud because of course they go anywhere. I'm like, this guy is not even serious at all. Ebuka also asked Dorothy why she always says, I beg any small thing, Ebuka and friends, Ebuka and friends. Does it mean that she's always very careful because the cameras are there? Is it safe to say that she's been pretending and all of that? And for her, she's like, no, she knows that she's always guilty of saying, Ebuka and friends, Ebuka and friends, but that she has been herself from the get-go. This is who she is. She doesn't really like talking about people, and even if she has anything to say to the person, she would prefer to go to the person directly to say it as opposed to just sitting and gossiping about the person. He just asks them random questions here and there, but me, I just the verse because I don't really understand why Kiddwaya and wetin be name Prince take come out like that. Okay, as much as I gave people an explanation as to why they probably did that, I still no one believe them. It get as they do me for body. Prince actually had the lowest votes, followed by Kiddwaya. In fact, Ozo had the highest votes among the evicted housemates today. Guys, can you even believe that? Anyways, I'm actually excited that Dorothy is safe. So let's just see how this week pans out. Let's see if she's going to be lucky enough to win head of house this time around, because guys, she nearly won it last week. Okay, as usual guys, I came to you with Ebuka's final words, and in his words, Judas don't first show us say not be every kiss be sign of love. Be careful. Example, Tricky T, the hug when you give Kiddwaya, now Judas hug because now you nominate the boy. Well, I know it's a game. It's not that deep, Betha. It's not that deep. It's a game, okay? You need to take out your competition, and that's what I expected these housemates to have been doing from the beginning. Where they can't leave the things where they're supposed to do from beginning, because they do them for the end. But anyways, we have just 2 weeks more to go. This is the 8th week, and I'm actually very excited. The show is coming to an end, which means I'll get to rest very soon because, oh my God, I'm stressed out. As I'm talking to you people now, I'm feeling sleepy. I've not had dinner at what now? What's the time now? I've been talking for the past how many minutes now? Hungry, they catch me. See my shawarma when I want chop for you. I never still chop am. Water, they look me. Better sleep, they worry me. So it be like I said, this thing go just inside freezer until tomorrow morning. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I really don't know if you guys will enjoy watching this one, because even myself, I did not enjoy talking about it. Kiddwaya and Prince are out, but it is what it is. It's the game. It has to go on. Okay, thank you guys so much. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up if you actually enjoyed it, and if you know say you not enjoying it, just give it a thumbs down. See, last thumbs, not thumbs. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.